Today on the grid, it's our holiday gift guide show. We've got Erik, the real man, Rocket Man Kuna. We've got Terry White Skyping on in. We got a bunch of stuff that if you buy for somebody on their holiday gift list, you will become their holiday hero. We have that, some giveaways, and a whole lot more, and that's coming up in just 60 seconds. Grid is brought to you by Tamron. Check out their 28 to 75 millimeter f2.8 lens. It's for Sony full-frame mirrorless. It's awesome. Go to tamron-usa.com. And ProPhoto, the light shaping company. Check out the ProPhoto B1X. Powered all the right places. Go to prophoto.com/US. And Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com. Hey everybody, Scott Kelby here. Erik Kuna's with me, and joining us by Skype in just a few minutes will be Mr. Terry White. It is our annual holiday gift guide. So every year what we do, I publish one in Photoshop User Magazine. Mm-hmm. I publish a different one on my blog. Well, no, actually I published the same one on our blog. But today we do our live version. It's not the same stuff. There might be some.
Yeah, like we went.
Might
deep.
be a couple.
There's a couple crossover things.
Yeah, but mostly it's other stuff that we
cuts.
didn't. We're going deep.
We're going way deep into the
If
album.
you have not bought your holiday gifts for the photographer on your gift list, this will be your opportunity. We've got some knockout stuff. Terry always has really good stuff.
Yeah, I think he's got 3 things that he's got.
All right, so you ready to get to it?
Yeah, go for it. Or you want to start, or you want me to start?
I'll start. I got a good one. I got a good one. This is one I mentioned years ago, and they still make it, and it's still awesome. All right, ready?
Okay.
This is the only thing that Canon makes for Nikon users and Sony users.
Okay.
It is so great. It is this thing. So inside of here, and I'll show you what it is. Yeah. It is a close-up lens. So it takes whatever lens you have and makes it like into a macro lens. Yeah. But it screws on the end of your camera like a filter. So as long as your camera's the same, like this is 77 millimeters, but you can get them in all different sizes. It turns anything into a macro. So don't carry around a macro lens. This will take whatever lens you have and make it into a macro. It's so awesome.
How well does it work?
It works amazingly well, phenomenally well. They start at about $45 and they go up to like 79 or something. It's not very expensive. They have them in B&H. They have them in stock. You can get them, and it feels like substantial. It's like, I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it feels like 4 filters stacked on top. It's it's like about a half an inch thick or so, maybe almost an inch. But really, really nice, really well made, not just for Canon users. That's my first one. I think it's a good one. I think it's a really good gift.
Yeah, well, and that's if you want to get into macro. Expensive. If you want to get into macro,
right?
It's a great way to get into macro.
$500 on the lens.
Yeah, because that's the thing is, when you start getting into macro, you're going to want a specific macro lens.
Right.
So that's a way to test it out. Test
this
the waters.
is a way where, like, let's say it's you're a landscape photographer. You're going out in the field, and then you see a wildflower you want to shoot or something like that. You just screw this on, you're done. It fits in your camera bag. It's a piece of cake. So now, I wouldn't say that I would buy that to be your, like you said. This isn't for like your serious macro.
No.
This is for someone who doesn't want to carry a macro lens.
Yeah, it's just like casual.
Yeah. Oh, wedding photographers.
Oh, perfect, rings.
Perfect for doing the rings and things like that, I tell you. So Cheeky Nando, all the way from Lisbon, Portugal, asks, how does that differ from extension tubes? Well, they're a lot smaller.
Yes.
It's a lot smaller. It doesn't make your lens really super long.
Similar concept, though.
Similar kind of concept, but it actually uses glass instead of the extension tube. So
there you go.
I think you would like it, Cheeky Nando.
But that's what you're saying. You've used that. That's how you're using it, where you're just screwing it on the front when you're needing it for like a wedding shoot, something like that, where you don't want to carry a dedicated macro.
Yeah, and you don't want to carry extension tubes and install extension tubes. It goes on in 5 seconds. It's really quite easy.
Cool.
All right, so that's my first one. Again, B&H has them. They started about 47 and going up. It's based on how wide of one you need, based on your size of your lens.
Cool.
Mr. Kuna,
I got something, and I know you've used it as well. This is, so Rami turned me onto these, and it is from XP Pen. It is their
we've tried
Deco
this.
Pro.
This is so good.
Right? So
I've got one.
Their tablet. Basically, it's a drawing tablet, like where you're drawing on it, and
you know what a drawing tablet
is.
Yeah,
exactly. You guys know. And you got a pen, and you just draw on it, and use it as a drawing tablet. And what's interesting about this one is the price point. So now I will say this. So both of our graphic designers here at the office have switched over to this, and they all prefer it, not only for the feel, but the big thing they said was the pen. They really like the pen and the feel of the pen. It's a little lighter, a little skinnier on there. It kind of feels more like a pen, So I really like the pen as I drop the pen. And but yeah, I mean, it's a really cool thing. And this is the thing. So price. That thing, so the small Deco Pro, which I got up here on the screen.
Yeah, these prices are ridiculously low.
I don't know if Jason has it yet, but
this is crazy.
I've got it on NDI. So like he wanted it. Yeah, I did.
Hey, while they're doing that, while they're trying to connect, if you're watching, would you go give us a tweet or maybe just retweet what I just put out there, let people know that we're live with this right now? So if you jump on Facebook or jump on, LinkedIn or Twitter or anywhere you're at and just go, hey, the guys are doing their gear guide. We would so appreciate it. So thank you very much.
So that's it. So the Deco Pro, which is their pro model, is $99.
Dude, how can it be $99?
However, get this. There's a coupon going right now.
For 25%.
I loaded off $74.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
So $74, you can get it on Friday right there. So
that
there you
is
go.
Crazy.
But along those lines, this is one also that I've started to use because I like to draw on the screen as well.
He does.
So this is basically their tablet, but it has a screen in it, and it's only $300.
Dude,
and it actually is really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're
wanting to get into this, again, this is kind of like Scott's thing. If you're wanting to get into this, and you're maybe not wanting to spend the top of the line for the other brands that we all know is out there, this is a pretty good. I mean, this is a really good alternative because what I find with things like this is I'll spend the top dollars. I'm more a photographer, videographer. I'm usually using this as like a finishing move. It's not something that's totally in my workflow from the start to finish. So this is a great addition at that price point. So yeah, right now $74 for their tablet, and then $300 for their screen one. And they even make a smaller screen one if you want. I think it's only like $200. So
all
cool
right.
stuff.
I just messed up my thing here. Hold on. I typed in a wrong word and then, it penalizes you. All right.
So the name of the tablet, again, it's an XP pen, and it's called the Deco Pro. So XP Pen Deco Pro.
And someone just asked, what's the name of the Canon filter? Actually, what you can do is go to B&H and search for Canon Macro Filter. Don't search for macro lens or it'll bring you a bunch of lenses. Search for the Canon Macro Filter. Just Filter.
All right, let me do that real quick, and then maybe you can pop it up.
It actually has a name, too. It has a more of a fancy name here, and I'll tell you what it is. It is the close-up lens, but don't search for close-up lens because it won't show up. Actually, I had to find it by searching for that. All right.
Yeah, there it is right there. Close-up lens. Canon 52 close-up lens.
He's got it right there. There it is. Close-up lens.
Boom.
All right. I got a good one.
Yeah.
And it's very inexpensive. You could even put this in the stocking stuffer thing, but it's this little bad boy right here, which I have fallen in love with right here. So what this is a battery holder from Think Tank Photo. It holds your extra batteries. Mm-hmm. Now, they make it in a 2 and a 4. I carry the 4, which is this one right here. And basically, it just has simple little slots with Velcro. Your batteries fit right in here. And what I like to do is if the battery's dead, I turn it around backwards. So I know that this battery's dead and needs to be recharged. If it's facing this way, then I know that it's good. But this one I can already see needs to be recharged. In fact, 2 of the batteries in here need to be recharged. How much is this bad boy at B&H? $17.75. The 2, if you just want, that's for holds 4, and it is a top seller. But B&H's number 1 seller is the 2, $10.75. Looks just like this. Cut it in half. That's what it is. Yay, me. All right.
Over to this is one that I think I've talked about this before.
Yeah, I bought this because you talked me into it last year.
Every time I'm out using this and I'm charging my batteries, everybody's like, "What is that? I want one." And basically, this is a battery charger for, I shoot Canon, so for my E6 batteries. But if you go down and scroll down when you get there,
they come for Nikon and stuff.
they sell them for all different kinds of things. So you can get the same one for all different kinds of things. But basically, what's cool about this one is it has that. It has the built-in USB cable. So I never lose the USB charging cable. I think that's what's key about this one is that built-in USB cable, because I'm always like losing cables and misplacing cables.
It charges 2 batteries at once.
Yep, exactly.
Even the ones that you get from Canon and Nikon only charge one at a time.
Yep, exactly. So you can load 2 batteries in there, charge them at once. It's great. This actually for $26 comes with the charger and with 2 extra batteries. And those batteries are pretty decent.
They were amazingly decent. I don't know if you would really notice the difference between the brand name and those. Yep. I use them all the time. In fact, I'll bet you some of these in here.
You got to check it out.
I'll bet you some of these I have in here are that brand.
Yeah, just don't get the chili pepper batteries.
Right there.
Pisco.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's the chili pepper battery.
Chili pepper battery. All right. All right. We're going to roll on?
Yeah.
All right. So I've got another one. So this is... It's not straight up photography gear, but it would still be great for a photographer. Terry White turned me on to this. As all things cool come from Terry White, it is this little tube. This little tube, I'll see if you can get a better picture of this little tube, is an awesome
I have one of these.
phone charger. So this thing is, I keep it in my camera bag. It takes up virtually no room. It doesn't weigh very much. And I have a little cord. I didn't have to buy one, but I bought a little USB charging cable for it that's really short, and it plugs into my phone. And this way, I get like 3 full charges off this. Now, in real life, it's not out of focus. There we go. In real life, it looks like that. Anyway, this thing fits right in your camera bag, and it's just so small and so light, and you never run out of juice in the field because you've got 3 like full charges on here. It's very inexpensive. I'm going to get you the price right now.
They are pretty cheap.
Yeah, they are.
I think I got it right here.
Oh, you got it?
This it?
That's
right
it.
there? Yeah.
Right there.
$18.99.
$18.99. Come on. The PowerCore 5000.
Yeah.
Ultra portable, ultra good. Look at that. It has 3,773 ratings, and it's still at 4.5 stars, which is about impossible.
So I've actually used that as well in conjunction with that charger that I showed earlier, because you can actually, if you needed to charge a battery in a pinch, plug one of these in and charge your Canon or Nikon or Sony batteries.
That's right. You could do that. You just brought it all full circle.
There you go. That's what I do.
All right. We got a couple of shout outs here real quick. I just want to say hi to Jason, who's watching us all the way from Korea. He says he just woke up and he's excited to see what we have in store for us. We got a lot of stuff today. And
we got Frank turning in from Baltimore. We got John from Rochester.
Snowy.
Snowy Rochester. Yeah. Carla's then from Kansas City, Missouri. We got Kathy from Larkspur, Colorado. We got Seb M from Luxembourg. Deb from California.
Hey, Deb.
Hey, Deb. We got Kent from Indianapolis. Lenworth saying hi.
Exotic. Indianapolis, exotic. He said.
And then Riverside Lonnie saying hi. We
hey,
got
Ronnie.
Victoria saying hello all. And then we got Rami from freezing Canada. So,
hey, Rami. All righty. Hey, coming up next, we've got a whole bunch more things, and we are very excited in the next segment to be joined by coolest guy in the world, Terry White. Coming up next. Don't go away.
Is the tripod dead? Sure, a tripod works for basic shots, but who wants to be basic? You don't need basic, you need blockbuster. And that's a job for a platypod. The platypod is your go-anywhere, do-anything flat tripod base. Its compact design helps you discover unique angles that you could never reach with a typical tripod. So, whether you're bringing up baby, driving Miss Daisy, or with your beasts of the Southern Wild, you can capture big-budget footage and stills for a fraction of the time and money. So go ahead, shoot the next Rocky or Birdman. Or on the waterfront, the platypod is equipped to grip uneven surfaces and hang from just about anything. When tripods go low, the platypod goes lower. Its flat base reaches the lowest possible angle, resulting in truly inventive shots that can't be replicated with traditional equipment. And if you feel like adding a dramatic overhead angle, the platypod has you covered. Just strap it or screw it in, and you're ready to go within minutes. The platypod is constructed from aircraft-grade aluminum and titanium. Yeah, the stuff Air Force One is made of. So it's durable enough to travel with you from Chinatown to Casablanca and everywhere in between. If you only take the tripod, the story ends. You wake up the next morning with nothing but basic footage. Or you could take the platypod to a museum, or on an elevator, or strap it to a tree, or hang it on a bench at church, or put it on the ground and get incredible blockbuster footage. Who are we kidding? You should totally take the platypod. The tripod is not dead, but it needs a sidekick. The platypod.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey everybody, we're back. Scott Kelby here with Erik Kuna, and I got to grab my cans here.
Yep, we got the man with the plan.
Because we got the man with the plan, and it is Terry White is going to be joining us via something.
The magic tech man.
Terry, are you there?
Terry, are you there? Are you there?
I am here.
Hey,
there's Terry.
Oh, there he is, floating on his
Terry,
computer
you're floating.
screen.
I'm floating. How about that? Is that better?
There he is.
There's Terry. All right.
How's it going?
Great. Good to see you, Terry.
Good.
We're already showing stuff that you talked us into in previous years.
I know, and Kuna stole one of my 3 things, so I literally had to go update my blog right now.
Oh my goodness! Which one was it? Which one was it?
Battery charger.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you could talk about it again because that's like one that I preach to people all the time.
No, too late.
Hey,
All
Terry,
right.
you can see us on screen, right?
I can.
Do I look a whole lot shorter than Erik? Why do they always give me the baby chair?
Well, one of those chairs I remember sinks.
Yeah, it's not this one. I checked it. It's all the way up. It's just the baby chair.
I went down.
Anyway, good to see you, Terry.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
So what do you have? What 2 things plus a new thing do you have?
Yeah.
Where it lifts.
Kuna's making you work hard today.
All right. So my gifts, except for the new one I just added, are not traditional photography gear. In other words, it's not cameras, not lenses, not reflectors, not the stuff I normally do.
Uh-huh.
We're going to do tech that just makes life easier as a photographer.
Amen.
So the first one is actually to help celebrate the new Lightroom update that came out this week for Lightroom Mobile, because it lets you now import directly from your DSLR mirrorless card reader directly into Lightroom, bypassing the camera roll on an iPad or an iPhone. So if you're going to import into a iPad Pro, for example, then you're going to need a card reader. And since the iPad Pro and your MacBook and most new Windows PCs support USB-C, this is the best USB-C hub/adapter I have ever used. So what you get on this is, first and foremost, you just get 3 regular USB ports, so that even if you plug this into an iPad Pro, you're going to get regular USB ports. You're going to get HDMI for video out. That's all cool. But on the back or the other side, you have an SD card reader.
Nice.
And a micro SD card reader. So you don't need to find the adapter when you're using a micro SD. And if you have something like XQD and you want to plug that card reader in, USB ports. and it even has Ethernet on it for faster networking. So this is my first pick,
Ethernet.
and all of this is on my blog, by the way, at terrywhite.com. But if we head over there and we take a look, this particular item is called the Elisa. You can see it first.
Look at that! Look at that price. That's a good
USB
price.
hub. It's current. I paid more for it. It's $45 now. I think I paid over $55 for it last time. But you can see all the connections you get with it. Now, if you're saying, well, that's cool, but I don't have an iPad Pro with USB, just remember you can still do that workflow with Apple's SD card reader and USB dongle for Lightning. So if you're still on you want to do it on an iPhone, or you're still on a non-new iPad Pro, you can still do this workflow with a Lightning adapter from Apple. So just search SD reader for iPhone or something like that. You'll find that one. But this is my favorite one and first pick for photographers that want to work on the go and bring all their stuff in or connect all their stuff up to a new iPad Pro or a MacBook for that matter.
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Terry told me about this earlier, and I said, I'm going to go buy one right now.
Well, and to Terry's point, I actually use on my iPhone that workflow that you're talking about, where I have the Lightning adapter that does compact flash and SD, so I can offload my footage right away that I need to upload to wire services or stuff. So,
yeah. Definitely.
Hey, Terry, where's this blog post so we can go get the link?
It's at terrywhite.com.
Oh, well, that's kind of complicated. Do you have something shorter? Do you have a bit.ly link? Do you have a bit.ly link?
All right.
Yeah.
I say go to terrywhite.com. All right. So number two.
Number two, you want my second one already?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. My second one is actually for people that shoot in a studio or indoors, basically. Well, not necessarily. Okay. Someone that shoots where there's power. It could be outside, but as long as you got power. Anyone will tell you that works with models or subjects, putting on music, especially the music they want to listen to, makes the shoot go a whole lot easier. They're more comfortable, they can relax, they can even dance around, whatever. So it's on sale this week, or today at least, I know for a fact. And it's something I would never pay full price for. It's the Apple HomePod. Now, I can hear it. Ooh, it's playing Star Wars. This is cool. No, Star Trek. All right. Anyway, let's pause it. Anyway, so this is that was unplanned, by the way. This is Siri based. You can, or Apple Music based as well. So you could just tell it what to play, and it'll start playing. So, hey Siri, play Christmas music.
Now playing Holiday Classics Radio.
And you get the idea. So that's great if you just want to ask it what to play, but more importantly, anyone on your network can just, that you allow, can just use their device and AirPlay over to it. Now, like I said, these things are outrageously expensive, and I never would have paid full price. They started at $349, then they dropped the price down to $299. Still too much. Don't pay that.
What should we pay, Terry?
Best Buy has it on sale right now for $199. So $100 off the regular price, and if you don't care about an open box buy, it's even cheaper. It's like $185. So I think I've got it up here on the Best Buy page. Let's take a look. There it is. So $199, brand new, and I found an open box buy that had for like $185. There it is. Oh, open box even got cheaper. There's one for $160. Oh, that one sold out. Okay, so $179 to $185 for an open box.
Sweet.
And for that price, it can't be beat. The sound quality on this thing is amazing. So I started with none of these, and now I have like 4 of them because they kept being on sale.
All right. Well, that's awesome. We're gonna. Do you mind sticking around for a few more minutes?
I can do that.
You have a third one, and we want to build up the anticipation because it's the one that made you go digging when Kuna
made me like look around.
When I pulled the card.
Stole your thing.
Well,
So-
but that's a good point, though, of what Terry's talking about. Like, that's something we don't traditionally think about. I know when you're shooting, I don't shoot much model shoots, but you'll do like model shoots or like studio shoots,
Oh, yeah,
and you're
all the time.
always playing music.
Yep, always.
Yeah. So that's just
Yeah,
something you
this is
don't think
important.
about.
And that little speaker kicks. It's like for that, don't judge it by the size. That thing sounds as good as any home stereo I've ever listened to.
Wow.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you, Terry. Coming up next, we've got more picks. Eric and I have got some. We're anticipating Terry's third pick, which he must have pulled out of the rabbit out of the hat for that one. And we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away. We've got a fine show for you today.
Hey, Troy Christopher Plota here with Plotaverse. Join us here. We have a whole class with lessons. This is for photographers, digital artists, art directors. This is the place that you're gonna go next level with your content. We're gonna teach you how to animate your photos, morph your photos, and post them in high res. This is where photography is going. You gotta get attention with your content, and this is the place to do it. There's no timeline, so if you've never worked in video before, this is a great segue. You just tell it which direction you want your image to move, and it does it. We're gonna show you how you can use Plotaverse as your website. So not only can you post and create custom portfolios, but it's a great way to show your clients in high res. So join me on kelby1.com. We're gonna teach you all about motion art and Plotaverse and how to animate your images and get more attention with your photographs.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Hey, everybody. Scott's here. Eric's here. And hanging out on the line with us on Skyping in from beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. Terry White is here.
Yeah.
Terry's got another pick, and Eric and I have got some. Eric, what do you got? What's next?
Let's go to some deep cuts, right? So this one's interesting. So if you're into shooting the Milky Way, if you're into
What
shooting the
heck
star,
is
this is a
Hey, put it
star
up on here
tracker.
so he can hit it with
right?
that. Yeah.
So if you look at that, you're going to say, oh, that's kind of like weird. That's intimidating. It's actually just this little box here in the middle, and that is two of my ball heads. So the way it works is you take the bottom ball head, you line that up with the Polaris, and then you move the top ball head to your composition. And what that's going to do is that is going to track the rotation of the Earth so your stars are sharp. So you can actually have 3-minute, 2-minute exposures because it rotates with with Earth. So it's rotating that same, so you don't have to get those trails, right? So what's interesting about this one, so I've used Star Tracker for years, and the one that I used before, and actually let me go to their site because they have a good comparison. This is actually, so if you look at the us versus them, like this is the one I used to use over there, the red one. And it is like 5 pounds, huge. If I have to pack that, which usually I have to pack it if I'm going to shoot the Milky Way, it's huge. You look at the one on the left that I've started to use now, this is this one. It's very easily compact, packs away. And the other thing that's great about it is this one's $200 versus spending $500.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's really, if you're getting into this and you're looking for something, going over, and it's basically, the website is Move, Shoot, Move, and it's their rotator. And what's cool is right now they have a special for $199, but if you're a Kelby One member, we're actually going to have even more of a special on it coming up on our 12 Days of Christmas, which is coming up. Actually, there you go. It actually, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to show you that, but anyways, if you see the code, that's for Kelby One members, and you can get a real deal on it.
Wow.
As you can see, I mean, but honestly, if you're getting into this and you're looking for star tracking, this is I probably should take this off because that's for Kelby One members. Anyways, so.
Well done.
But yeah, you can get a good deal. And then that's coming up on the 12 days of Christmas that we're having.
Yeah, every year we do 12 days of Christmas where we give away stuff and we get deals and all kinds of
That's
fun
a
stuff.
bonus offer, or that's a bonus for Kelby One members. It's going to go along with the
freebie
Photo
of the day.
Pills is doing a freebie on Milky Way stuff.
Oh,
There you go.
All right, we got a couple of questions here real quick. We're going to bounce over to those.
Yeah, so there's a question coming from Jerry Enos is asking, Scott, how do you trigger your platypod when it's on the floor?
I do it one of two ways. You can actually use Canon's app. So, but everybody's got an app. Sony's got an app. Fuji's got an app. Olympus has an app. Canon, Nikon, everybody has an app that will wirelessly fire your camera. So you can see a preview on your camera of what you're going to get. But my Canon EOS R has an articulating screen. I flip the screen out and aim it up so I can see it. And as Juan has seen on location when we were in Venice, I then move the platypod with my foot. It's an art. It's a photographic art. It's called photography.
That's good. That's
Right?
good.
Thank you.
That is good.
Anyway, but that's how I do it to answer your question,
But
Jerry.
Wayne's asking another question. Is
Sure.
asking, what type of filter do you keep in front of your lens, clear or UV?
Okay, I don't do it any longer. I used to always put a filter in front to keep it, because the idea behind putting a clear glass or a UV filter in front of your lens is that if you were to bump into something or scratch it, it just scratches an inexpensive filter. You throw it away and your lens is protected.
Yep.
So I stopped doing it years ago, and thus far, knock on something, I don't have any wood.
Yeah, well,
but
there's
thus
some wood
far it's
out
been
below us.
okay. I just stopped doing it. It is a pain in the butt to keep up with them when you have different lenses. I have a lot of different lenses that are all different sizes, and I'm like, so I stopped doing it. But here's the only thing I would tell you, and I would tell people this. For those of you who do want that level of safety, do not buy a cheap filter. You can go on B&H and find them for $3.99, and they will degrade the quality of your lens. Don't spend $2,200 on a lens like this beautiful Tamron 85 1.8, which is not $2,200, but is a fabulous lens. But you would put that on the front of this, and the idea is, of course,
to protect it.
but you're not going to spend this is $749 for this Tamron lens. Beautiful lens. It's in my gear guide, but it's a $750 lens. You're going to put a $3 filter on front of it. It's not going to. You're going to lose quality. So go and buy a good quality one. Buy a brand name one. If you're buying a Canon lens or you're a Canon shooter, buy Canon's UV filters. Buy Sony's. Buy Nikon's. Don't go buy some cheap one. Throw those away.
And another thing, if you're looking for protection, another thing that's really good in that sense is just to buy a lens hood or just have a lens hood.
Oh, yeah,
that kind
I
of
keep a lens hood.
That does the protection that you're wanting for
and
the
I keep
scratching.
a lens hood pretty much on all the time,
Yeah, exactly.
even indoors.
So
I
I'd
just keep
rather
them
you
on.
use a lens hood than a clear or UV filter.
All right, I got some stuff. Can I do two in a row?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. First one is a book. So if you can see my screen here, it is Glenn Dewis has a book called the Photoshop Toolbox. And it has achieved something that's very hard to achieve on Amazon, which is a 5-star rating after 15 reviews. And I don't care what you do these days, getting a 5-star anything is just about impossible. But Glenn has done it with this book. If you're really wanting to learn Photoshop, so the tagline of his book, the Photoshop Toolbox, is essential techniques for mastering layer masks, brushes, and blend modes. And those are some incredibly important parts of it. So go get Glenn's book. Glenn is a great author and a great photographer and a super Photoshop guy. And this is a great book. It came out at the end of last year, so it's pretty much right up to date because they haven't changed anything in layer masking, brushes, or blend modes in a long, long time. Great book. Highly recommend it. Go grab that one. The other thing I wanted to tell you about was this. So Glenn is from the UK. Mm-hmm. So is this L bracket. But this is different than the L brackets we're used to seeing. So there is a company called Three-Legged Thing. You can see their name right there, Three-Legged Thing. And they make L brackets. What do L brackets do? Well, they attach to the bottom of your camera, and then you can go from shooting vertical to horizontal and just flip the release, turn it, and lock it back.
Probably one of the best investments you can make.
If you go shoot landscapes, everyone will have one of these but you. You will be the only loser not to have one. That's why you want one.
Especially if you're tilting your tripod head sideways. Golly, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Now, the thing about it is they have been traditionally very, very expensive. This one is not very expensive, and it is a universal. So you can actually change the size and the width and stuff. And this is their second version. So they made one last year, it was a huge hit. Now they've got these, and I'll give you the price. They have different prices, but they're on, it's called an ELLIE, E-L-L-I-E, the Universal L bracket. It comes in putrid orange, but you should get it in metallic slate gray. $69, which is an incredible price. These things have been in the $200 range.
Yeah.
It's also very lightweight, very well made, very smartly crafted.
It is.
$69.
I mean, because that's the thing is there are a wide range of prices. I think the nice part about that one is it's at a reasonable price with that flexibility of being able to adapt to anything, which is really cool.
All right, Eric, should we go to Terry?
Yeah, we should. Terry's waiting patiently.
Let's put the cans
over
on
there, and he's got his third one that I made him come up with.
All right, Terry, dazzle us with what you pulled out of
All
thin
right,
air.
So this is a repeat from last year, but most people won't remember anyway. Okay. So once again, I saw some people on the chat asking where some of the stuff is. So once again, terrywhite.com. It's today's post. So I talked about the USB-C hub.
I just ordered that. I ordered it on the break. I went to your site, ordered it right there. Boom, done. Be here Friday.
Cool. Talked about the HomePod. Here's the third item.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that thing.
Yes, we did.
Love it.
Charge those batteries on the go with the Power Extra.
On the go.
And my new bonus pick fourth thing is actually, I'm holding it right here.
Oh.
It's a hard drive. It's the My Passport Wireless SSD. Mm-hmm. So what makes this different than any other hard drive that you probably already have or could go buy for $100? First and foremost, it is an SSD. It's not a spinning drive. Secondly, it's got a SD card reader built right in. And you're probably saying, well, great. What if I have something else besides SSD like XQD or Compact Flash? It's got a USB port, so you can plug in another card reader of any kind. And it backs up. It's got a battery in it, so it runs on its own without having to be plugged in. And it can back up your memory cards in the field without needing a computer or iPad or anything else. So basically, you just plug the media into this any way you want. It copies the media onto this drive, unplug it, keep going. When you get back to your computer, you can either plug in a USB 3 cable, or it's got its own hotspot built in. So you could just connect to the Wi-Fi that this thing produces and wirelessly transfer stuff to your computer from the drive. So for in-the-field backups, this is the fastest, easiest, most convenient way to do it without having to lug a computer.
And Terry, I took that with me to Austria last year, and that's what I used every day. It's the easiest thing in the world. Can we look at
Absolutely.
Can we look at your post real quick? Because I got a question. You can pull your post back up, just real quick. So you said it was wireless. Is it wireless or is it wireless?
Well, this is what happens when you have to edit the last minute because somebody steals your post. So
yeah.
you're correcting me there. How about that?
Wireless.
Dude, grammar is what we love to do best. Eric and I,
Let's go fix that.
in the morning, the
love it.
first thing we do each morning is go to people's site and correct their grammar.
Yeah, I always love
All the
when
cool
people
kids do it.
Absolutely
have
not.
a day that they can go correct everyone on the internet. Great. Anyway, that will be that has already been fixed. There it is, wireless now.
All right.
Sweet.
How about that? Editing on the fly. And so the price of this thing comes in different capacities. So it starts at 250 gigs, which is not a ton, but it might be enough for people that shoot JPEG. Starts at $199, all the way up to the I'm really rich version, 2 terabytes for $677. I didn't even know they made a 2 terabyte version until literally just now. This is the 1 terabyte version I have here, which is not bad at $400 now. I think I paid more for it back in the day. Yeah, list price used to be $500.
Hey, Terry, question from Rob Sylvan.
Yep.
The question is, can you access that drive from an iPad?
Yes. You'd have to. I know you can do it if you plug it in. I'm trying to think, can you do it wirelessly? I don't know that you could do it wirelessly, Rob, but you could definitely do it if you plug it in. Because what would happen when you plug it in is and again, I haven't tested if you could do it right directly from Lightroom now, but you can at least access it through the Files app on iPad OS.
Right.
Nice. Cool.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, Terry, you have been great as always. Thank you so much. And sorry for throwing you the last minute curveball, making you grab an extra one. But I think our viewers are better for it. Because that last pick's a really good one. I bought it. I used it. I love it.
Well, plus, if we really think about it, that's really good. If Terry and I pick the same thing, it must mean there's something there.
Yeah.
There's something there. I'm just telling you. Something.
It's right here. I had it.
I love it.
Right there.
All right.
And as Kuna said, the thing I love about it is I don't have to remember to bring a USB cable. It's built right.
That's the best.
It's the best.
Best.
Well, thank you, Terry. We wish you a very happy holiday.
Same to you guys.
And thank you again for stopping in and sharing your picks with us.
All right.
Yeah,
thanks
thanks,
everybody.
Terry.
And again, terrywhite.com to see today's picks. And you guys carry on. I can't wait to see what you come up with next.
All right. Thanks, T.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All righty then. Okay. We got Eric, go ahead and grab one real quick before we.
All right. So I've got an interesting one I've been using lately. This is really cool. So these are LED lights, but they are video and photo balanced. So, I mean, they're very color accurate, and you can change from different colors that you want. It even has where you can dial in different colors. There's a tungsten and daylight version. And this is really cool because you could do a lot of light painting with these, a lot of macro work and stuff like that. It's cool because it has a magnet as well, so it can, just like hang places if you want. But then cool if you're going to store it, or if you wanted to kind of do a cool effect, is it actually just slaps right on. So you can just, like, as you're moving around.
Dude, you've been holding out on me.
Yep.
Why haven't you told me about this?
So it's really cool. I mean, so the company's Spiffy.
Spiffy.
Right? And you can get it over at B&H. That's the number1 seller on B&H.
It's a Spiffy gear.
This is really cool if you're into light painting or light effects. You can see this kind of stuff over here, where you can do these light effects and long exposure stuff. I just think it's a really neat device. And it even has this mount up here on the top where you can kind of hang it. But again, you can magnetize it, you can hang it, you can change it. It even has a bunch of different effects modes. So you have like police, like if you wanted for a video to look like the police, something like that.
You can put it in your car and pull people over, that kind of thing.
Yeah, or fire stuff. I mean, it's a really cool device. But then if you, like I was doing this on a Milky Way shoot, I was light painting. I put it in a car, lit it up blue inside. And then afterwards, as I'm pulling it around, I
I saw that shot.
Yes.
I wondered how you did that.
Yeah, it was this.
I thought you gelled a flash or something.
No, just one of these on total
He's
bright.
holding out on me.
So, and then if you want to store it, as I was walking away, I didn't lose it because it was right with me. So there you go.
Or you can put it in your camera bag. You don't have to wear it.
No, I did because I was switching stuff out. It was great. Plus, it was great because I could see.
All right.
Boom.
Hey, we've got some things to give away and that are pretty important. So we're going to give away, and I got extra stuff to give away. All right, let's go through our giveaways because in just like 10 minutes, we're going to draw for it.
Yeah.
First off, we're giving away this wonderful book, 101 Photoshop Tips and Tricks, Hidden Gems and Tricks. It's from Victoria Pavlov. She is a Photoshop genius, digital artist, awesome person, great writer. We're going to be giving away a copy of her book right here. That is number 1. Someone's going to win that today. Number 2, we're going to give away a Platypod Max, which would always be in, but for the last 2 years, it's been in my gift guide. So I did not put it in this year because everyone already has one except for the person that's going to win this. So this is what you use instead of a tripod. You probably saw the ad a few moments ago. We're going to be giving away one of these. They are awesome. Everyone loves them. I am going to give away something very special, and I'm going to find it here on the desk. Okay. When I was in Japan this summer, I forgot my ND filter. I had to go to a big store and buy a ND filter for a 77 millimeter lens. I already have many ND filters. I'm going to give this one away. It's brand new, only used once in Japan, so it's super clean. Okay, so we're just going to give this away. However, I don't want to give a 77 millimeter away to someone who doesn't have one.
Yes.
So
have a 77.
If you have a 77 and you want it, just drop us a comment in there, and Christine will pick somebody that has a 77, and we'll ship it to you wherever you are. All right, now, this next thing's kind of important. On Friday, we are launching my brand new book. On Friday, not today.
Friday.
This is the soft launch. So my brand new book is called The Natural Light Portrait Book. It is brand new, and it is supposed to hit stores next week. Now, I just want to let you know, this will be the hottest gift of the holiday season of all gifts on any genre, not just photography, but this will be the hottest gift of all categories, including cars and motorhomes this year.
Wow.
Right?
Bold.
It's a bold statement.
Bold.
It is going to outsell the Cybertruck.
Impossible.
Okay. Anyway, so if you've seen any of my books that are like this, kind of like the landscape book, which was such a hit, or the flash book, this is all about natural light portraits. And I've got like chapters on everything. I have a chapter on window light. I have a chapter on shooting direct light, a chapter on shooting in shade, chapter on posing, a chapter on post-processing, all these different things. On Friday, we officially launched it. You can go on my blog and see the video where I describe all about it. But I worked really hard to make this a really valuable resource. It's also not very thick. It's like 180 pages, which is not very bad. It's an easy read. It's one thing per page. So it's not like you don't have to read the whole thing. It's kind of, you can jump right to where the thing that you want to learn, and it's packed full of all kinds of great stuff. So I hope that you will get this either for yourself or for a friend. And when you do, get them and tell them, I got you this, because this was the single hottest holiday gift of all gifts on Amazon or anywhere. You can pre-order it on Amazon. It's coming in next week. And it's coming in hot. Right, Eric?
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. And we're going to give somebody a copy of this today. Hold on, he's got to turn to red because it's coming in hot.
Now we're going to go. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. That's right. We're going to give away a copy of it today. We're going to launch it on Friday. So on my blog, we'll have all the information. All right, that's the Natural Light Portrait Book. So new, I haven't even seen a copy yet, but it's going to be here any day. When we come back, coming up next, we've got some more picks. You see more stuff on the desk here. I see some good stuff over on Eric's side. We're going to go through that and wrap it up when we come back from the break from our Holiday Gift Show.
Hi, my name is Victor Fayesh, and my latest class is on retouching tips. Now, these are not just regular tips. These tips I set down and compiled just for you, and I thought about what I wish I knew when I started out. So in this course, you're going to learn about masking. You're going to learn about tools. The pen tool is confusing, and it can be confusing if you don't use it the right way. But actually, it's really simple to use once you know this technique. We've all been there. We wanted to cut out hair from this nice background. I wanted to put our subject on a different one, but we couldn't deal with the flyaway hairs. I'm actually going to show you 2 ways of doing it efficiently with all the flyaway still present. You will be seeing tips and tricks you've never seen before, and these might come as beginner tips or advanced tips. If you want to elevate your work to the next level, you will need time. Now, these tips and tricks are going to help you save time because these will make you more efficient, and through the use of these, you are going to get more precise, and through that, earn more money. Come join me on my class on kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
Make sure you don't miss any episodes of The Grid by subscribing to Apple's podcast app or iTunes. It's free, and we even have a special audio-only version too. So sign up today.
Hey, we are back. Scott's here, Eric's here, and Terry was here. And we've still got some more goodies.
Talking holiday gear. So what do you got? What's next on your list?
I've got some more stuff. All right.
Yes.
So here's one, and I love this so much. And they stopped making it, and now they've made it again. And the reason is because it's awesome. This is a Black Rapid. It is their 10-year anniversary classic retro RS4 camera strap.
Yeah.
That's the
Kicking
short
it old
name.
school.
Kicking it old school. Ain't no school like the old school. This is the most wonderful camera strap. A guy came to my photo walk with it the first year they did the camera strap, and I bought it like right on the spot. What it does is it goes over your head and it goes across your body like this. Your camera actually
don't drop it.
Screws into the bottom, and then it sits beside you. And it's kind of like it just hangs at your side.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you want to take a shot, you just reach down and shoot. You don't have to take it off your shoulder or any of that weirdness. And it's very great for travel.
Yeah.
Because no one can grab it and take off with it because it goes across your body. They can't pull it off your shoulder. Hey, it happens all the time. I've heard of people having their shoulders dislocated by somebody grabbing them. But there's also another feature I dearly love. That feature is there is a little holder right here. And what's inside it? Battery. What?
Yeah.
So I put a fresh battery in there, and it's always with me. I always have a spare battery. I don't have to carry my camera bag or anything else to have a battery. It's right there in the pocket. Boom. Now, how much? Cheap. $47.96 at B&H. It is the Black Rapid 10-year anniversary edition. Let's read the whole name because it's so short and clever. It's the Black Rapid 10-year anniversary edition retro RS4 camera strap black.
Awesome.
Now, we're going to post, Eric and I were talking about this. People are asking where do they get posts to all this. I will go ahead and put a post tomorrow on lightroomkillertips.com with just a list of all this stuff. It's not going to be a fancy post because I don't post on Thursdays. That's the only day we don't post on lightroomkillertips.com.
Oh, we will tomorrow.
But tomorrow we're going to.
All right.
So go to lightroomkillertips.com and I'll have the holiday gear guide links all there. Eric's going to gather his up and email them to me. We know what Terry's are. I'll send you just to Terry's blog for those. And then I've got those. Okay. Eric, what do you got? And then we'll get our winners for the giveaways. We got a couple more things.
I got an interesting thing. So I don't know about you. I've been shooting a lot with my iPhone lately, right? I mean, my iPhone camera is becoming kind of my travel camera almost. Right. And then so I'm going to New York City tomorrow. We're going on a little vacation. So this is my rig right here. So I've got a wireless trigger.
I love that wireless trigger for your iPhone.
A holder, basically a mount, and a little ball head. So I can shoot wherever I want. stabilized,
Let's put it up here. We can get a better shot of it. There we go.
Basically, this is what I've been shooting with lately. In fact, last time I went to New York City, this was my rig. So I'm sticking with it. It worked great. And basically what you've got there is a phone tripod mount. So you can see over here, this is the one that I bought. You can see I purchased it on October 14th there for $8.95 with the wireless trigger. It's the mount and the wireless trigger for $9.
Hey, okay, can I tell you something about that wireless trigger? When Erik told me he had a wireless trigger for his phone, I'm kind of like, till I saw him using it.
Yep.
Taking selfies with it.
Yeah. So what's really cool about
instead of reaching around the front and trying to fire and stuff.
When you attach it, so we attach the phone, so it just clamps down and we attach it. What's cool about the wireless trigger is I can place it on the ground or place it anywhere, and then I can just fire it from here. Or the other thing, like I was showing you, I can hold it up here, and instead of having to reach my other hand, I'm just going boom,
click,
boom, boom, done.
And he says boom when he does it too. It's just
it's kind of creepy.
Creepy.
But the other thing that I have on there is this Giotto's ball head, which is great. It's $15. I use this actually. I've used this as well for rocket photography.
This is a great little ball head.
I've actually put a 5D Mark II on this with a wide angle kit lens on that rig before to shoot very, very low, because that gets me very low to the ground.
That does get you super low.
I've purposed it for this as well. So this is kind of the rig. So if you look at it, you're talking about $15 for the ball head, $9 for the trigger, and then you put any tripod on it, but then you got the platypods, great for traveling. So there's your whole rig for shooting right there.
You're like a boss. Yeah. All right. We're just about out of time, but I have some more stuff. You have some more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go through these quickly just so we can get them done, because, we got to get them done. All right. This is another one of those things that I love. This is a Think Tank photo, and I know I'm not sponsored by Think Tank, but I wish I was. Anyway, they're great. I've been using their stuff for years. This is a Think Tank. Remember we had a battery holder?
Mm-hmm.
This is an SD and a CF card holder.
Nice.
So it holds your cards in here. It's Velcroed. It has slots at the bottom for SD cards, CF cards up top, fits into your thing, and it's got a thing that can clamp it to something if you want to clamp it to something in your bag so it doesn't take off. That's a really good one. I'm going to get you the price on that here at B&H. Think Tank card holder. And you're thinking, why don't I just go to your blog tomorrow? Yeah, I know. All right. But it's really good, and I love it. It comes in multiple colors. There it is. It's called there's a bunch of different ones. They're all different colors. This one's called the Think Tank Photo Pocket Rocket. Pixel Pocket Rocket. Memory card, $16. They have different colors and different styles, but they all kind of work the same. And there's pictures that show you on the side here what they do, which is nice about B&H. And it shows you, this one just holds SDs. That's why it's called the SD Pixel Pocket. So if you shoot both, get one that has both. Like I have a 5D Mark IV. It does compact flash and SD, so I have that reader. All right, that's one. Erik, go.
All right. So speaking of Giottos and rockets, this is another thing that I recommend that people get, and that is basically a rocket blaster. So what this does is it blows clean air as you squeeze it into, like, say you want to clean something on your lens or something, some dust particle that's in somewhere, and you don't want to be, moving that around. You just want to blow it out. That's where this rocket blaster comes in handy. So that's only that's about the same price, like $16.99. There it is, right on B&H, #1 seller. Definitely something to get for the holidays.
All right, now this is something important I need to tell you about that. Just 1 second. I want to go right up here. I'm just looking up something. 1 second. I'm almost there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just if we can take a look on my screen. So I also recommend this, but I want to tell you something. Can I hold it?
Yep.
You got it? I want to tell you something about this. You know who doesn't like this? TSA. Do you know why? Because it looks like a rocket. If you have something that looks like a missile or a rocket in your camera bag, TSA doesn't like it. But I have found a way to get TSA to not only approve it, but to put it back in your bag so quickly and send you on your way. Here's what it is. Can we see my screen again? You tell them, oh, that's a medical device.
No.
And it immediately goes away.
Oh, yeah.
So
wow.
There's that.
So there's that.
You don't have to keep showing my screen. I think the joke's already passed.
The joke's good. That's good. Yep.
Done. All right. So good. That is a good one. And you know what it's really good for? Cleaning your rear element, which sounds naughty, but it is.
Yes.
So
yeah, you want to clear your rear element.
You want to clear your rear element.
This is what you use.
You're clearing it. So I use it to clear my rear, clean my rear element.
That's what you tell TSA.
I'm out.
I'm using this to clear my rear element.
All right.
It's going back.
Right here. So this thing was a huge hit. So at Photo Plus Expo in New York, Platypod bought this gooseneck. So these are goosenecks that I'm going to move it back to my face so it's in focus. These goosenecks screw on to your Platypod. And so what can you put on them? You could put lenses like the Litro lenses or any of those lenses lights, the little lights that clip on there. Lume cubes, anything that you want to like shoot macro. You can put mics on here for video. There's 100 uses for putting a gooseneck on there. They brought 50 or 100 of them. They sold out so fast. They even sold their floor sample. Like day one, everybody just rushed it. So this is going to be a hot one. It's not very expensive. And they've got I believe they're, wait a minute. Wait. Do one. And I'm going to come back because I got there's a deal that they have that I just saw yesterday. Okay. Just saw this yesterday, but I wasn't part of the thing, but I'm going to add it in.
Well, I got one.
You go.
I got one.
You go.
If you're just complaining that your Lightroom isn't fast enough and you're really needing some performance.
This is good.
Something came out yesterday that just is going to blow you away.
And you should get this. I highly recommend it. So does Eric.
Look at this. Who wouldn't want a $52,000 computer? Just think about it.
Come on.
You know how fast Lightroom would be? We would not even have to worry about launching Lightroom. We wouldn't have to worry about anything. It would just scream. But seriously, $52,000 for a computer, that's a little much.
Everyone should get one. It's so obvious.
This is my next thing is this portable SSD drive. So this is a great price too right now at B&H.
1 terabyte.
So they got a 1 terabyte portable SSD drive for $170. What's cool about this one, which I have right here, the same one that's up there, is excuse me, it's dust resistant, water resistant.
Look how small
you can
and
drop
light it is.
It even can attach onto stuff, and it has a cool little case that it comes with. So there you go, $170, 1 terabyte.
Eric, if it's resistant to everything, why does it need a case?
Because the case is just cool.
Okay, I'm totally into that. All right, here we go. I just saw this yesterday. All right, a buddy texted me this. Check this out. This is the Platypod. This is their Black Friday deal, but they're still selling it at the Black Friday price. So it is a Platypod. It is the carabiner. It is the ball head.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Look at all this. It's a Platypod Ultra, right? Which is the one that fits in your pocket. Works up to, I use a 5D Mark IV in it with a 7200. Works perfect. So that one, carabiner, Benro ball head, a flat surface if you need it, accessory strap, holder, steel spikes, a thingamabobber that lets you use a GoPro, a thingamabobber that lets you mount a radio remote,
Pocket Wizard.
Pocket Wizard. Geez, thank you. And look, check this out. $109. That's a great really, deal. Really good price.
I mean, you add a little clamp and a trigger for your iPhone. There's your iPhone rig right there.
There's your iPhone rig right there. Anyway, that wasn't on my list, but it is now. So there you go.
That's awesome.
That's really hard to beat. Okay, I got one. Do I have one more thing? I do.
All right.
Oh, I have two more things. I saved the best for last. All right, this is a really great one. It's been on my gear guide in year past. Stop that. It's attached to my microphone. This is a Hoodman loop, and I want to tell you what it does do and what it doesn't do. This is incredible and awesome. What it does is when you're shooting outdoors. So if your person is shooting street photography, if they're shooting sports photography, wildlife photography, anything that you would shoot outdoors with, this, you put it over the back of your camera. Here, let me take my strap off and I'll show you. So you're shooting outdoors, it's bright sunlight, you really can't see your image that great. You put this over the back and you look through it. Not only does it make it like night, I mean, you can see, but for whatever reason, like you could never get this close to the back of your eye. You put this on here and it is like being in a studio with a 30-inch display. Yep. It is a miracle. And when I shoot on the sidelines for like a football game or something, literally, and I have this around my neck because it comes with the strap, you wear it around your neck. So when you're shooting, you just put it up there and look. I'll always have some guy beside me go, is that thing any good? And I just go like this, here, try it. And everyone says the exact same thing. They look through it and they go, oh, I got to get one of these. It is a great gift. Now, this one is not collapsible. They actually make one that is collapsible to fit smaller in your bag. It's called a Hoodman Loop, L-O-U-P. Now, this is important. It does not actually magnify it. It does not doesn't make it closer, because when you put your eye up to it, it's like you're there.
It does have a focus adjustment for like
like
lenses,
a diopter. It has like a diopter. It is awesome. I'm going to get you the price over here at B&H Photo. Hey, why do we always like point people to B&H? Because they are the greatest camera store with the greatest customer service in the world.
Oh yeah,
I'm not kidding. All right, I buy everything there.
So as you're looking up the Hoodman Loop, question: do you still use the Hoodman Loop with your mirrorless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
That's the question.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, I pulled it out of my camera bag.
Yeah.
To show it today. Why does it keep changing it to Woodman? Oh my gosh. Maybe it's me. All right, let's see. Hoodman Loop. The #1 bestseller for 3.2-inch screens is $89. And you're thinking, $89 is a lot. Look at it. It's got all those. It's got 4.5-star reviews, 48 reviews. I'm telling you guys, you will not be without it once you do it. So really, really good. Fantastic. Okay. I have one last thing that I do actually is not as expensive as the thing. This is such a great thing.
Yeah.
So this is a print from Bay Photo. So it is from their exposure collection. XPOSER. Or is it ZER?
Yeah, something like that. I'll check it out.
He's going to check it out. Now look how big this thing is. All right. So this is a 24 by 36 print. Now, there's a couple of things about this. So these are the prints that we use in our gallery. The #1 comment, XPOZER. The #1 comment that I get about these are they look metallic.
They do.
People think that I've printed on metal, but it is actually paper, and it has this mounting system. So what's incredible about this is paper. #2, it comes rolled up in a tube. It's not a tube, it's a triangle.
Yeah.
Comes in a triangle, and it's just, like paper. And this little bracketing system stretches, and it fits right in all four corners, and it goes together perfectly. It weighs nothing. But the idea behind this is this. You buy the exposure system, which is this print and this. It's like $89 the first time you buy it. But now you own the mounting system. So now you can go and just get the prints as you move forward. So in your house, if you want to constantly be changing prints, or what this is really designed for people who do like art shows, they go on the road and stuff, you cannot get a smaller, lighter system. And I'm telling you, people are sitting at the gallery going, what kind of print is this?
Because it almost floats off the wall, too. It floats off the wall.
It goes off the wall by a couple of inches. So it really does look like a metallic print at a fraction of the size of printing on the cost of printing on metal. It's weird because you're at the gallery and everybody wants to talk to you about the print. They don't want to talk about your photography. They're like, where did this come from? What kind of paper is this? I'm like, I took a picture. It's a picture on it. So good. Cannot recommend Bay Photo enough. And they are the great people, great product. That's it. That's the Exposer. If you go watch, they got a video on the page. Scroll down a little further, and you will see a video on the page that shows how it all comes together. It's so clever. There it is. So clever. I don't know how they thought of this, but listen to this. It uses it's a vibrant satin paper, and they print it with 12 inks. The depth that's in these prints is incredible. Yeah, that's the box it comes in. And look at the print. There it is inside. I mean, somebody was really thinking. And so when you get it, it already has the little connections on the back. There's the tool. This thing sets up in no time. It's so easy. Well, you're going to see it actually right here. Slide it in there. Stick the thingamabobber in. That's the technical term for it, the thingamabobber.
And boom.
Put the other side in there. And that's it. Look, you pull it.
That's it.
And it's done. It is so and watch, this is how easy you change them. Look. They sit in that little holder. It's so much easier than because once it's up, you can switch whatever.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yep.
All right.
Very cool stuff.
I have one. Can I have one last thing?
Yeah.
All right. I'm selling prints. You can actually buy some of my prints from a company called Yellow Corner. They run a series of museums all over the world, 83 different museums. They also have an online presence. If you'd like to get someone one of my prints, I'm selling 3 different prints that you can find online at Yellow Corner. And corner is spelled with a K. So it's yellow, KORNER.com. And they ship it, take care of it. You can decide what size you want. You can get really super high quality large ones. You can get smaller ones. You can get whatever you want. But that's them, yellowcorner.com. So go check it out there. And I have actually sell 3 of my prints on Yellow Corner. So and they're from the same collection that I did for my my gallery show. All right.
Well, yeah. I mean, and if you're into rocket photography, you can go over to erickuna.com. And, and I saw those prints through Bay Photo. So
there you go.
Go over to erickuna.com and you can get your Bay Photo prints.
You can get prints from Bay Photo through Erik Kuna.
And you can get all the rocket photography that you want. Look at all these rocket photography.
Oh, yeah, check it out. Look at all these rocket photography.
Yeah, you can have that hanging up in your wall.
Yeah, you can.
Be a nerd like me.
Yeah, because Eric's got them hanging in his office and everybody's always amazed by them.
There you go.
All right.
Cool.
Now, we have winners for our 4 prizes. For the winner of the Platypod Max, it's Kent. He only has one name. It's just Kent. Some guy named Kent. Kent, congratulations. You won a Platypod Max. We will be contacting you for shipping information. Carla, you won the Japanese ND filter. 10-stop ND filter, only used once in Tokyo. And Tokyo is so ridiculously clean.
It is in Japanese on the back.
In Japanese on the back. It's so legit.
Yep.
Veronica Adrover, you won Victoria's Photoshop Tips and Tricks book. And Stefan Gotti, you won my brand new, gonna be released next week, launching it on Friday. Go to Amazon and pre-order it if your name's not Stefan Gotti. Go get a copy. I think it's literally, I'm going to go look. It is very inexpensive, and it should be a lot. It should cost a ridiculous amount of money. However, it is not, which is sad. But I'll go tell you how much it is, but I can tell you the price is not much. Oh, I just logged into the completely wrong place. Let's actually go. I hit the wrong one. So sad, but we can just focus on the book for now. Okay. 3 reviews, 5-star. And because it is in Kindle, so you could get the Kindle version right now. Hey, it just came out. The Kindle version just came out. $28 in paperback, $23 on Kindle, worth 5 times as much. And do you know why? Because it's coming in hot as the number 1 holiday gift.
That's it.
For anyone, even if they're not photographers, even if they don't read.
Book's
It doesn't matter. Even if they don't read English, none of this matters. It's coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
Number 1 gift of the entire Deb is asking the question, Scott, do those attract more than normal dust? I'm not sure what she's asking.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bay Photo prints?
Not really.
Because we have them, like we've had them hanging in the gallery for months at a time. I don't see any dust on them at all. I'm sure there must be some, but it's not visible. It's like dog hair. It's invisible. All right.
The police are coming.
That's how over time we are. We're over by 16 minutes.
Yeah,
check out my post tomorrow at lightroomkillertips.com, and I will post it there. Go to my blog, scottkelby.com, because I think we got a new class. What's our new class for tomorrow? Christina knows because she's a producer. No, that's what I'm taping. I'm taping that class tomorrow. Oh, so tomorrow, our class that we're releasing on Kelby One is how to shoot portraits on location for travel photography. So it's a travel photography class. How do you get the locals to pose? How do you get pictures of the locals?
It's an awesome class.
It's a very cool class. I did it with Rick Salmon, and we're very excited about it.
Because it's that side of travel photography. You know, we talk about travel photography. This is travel photography strictly for photographing portraits.
Photographing the locals whether they speak your language or not. We've got a lot of great tricks. Oh, Eric's chair went down. Finally. Yes.
All right, I'm good.
Yes, keep this. Get this. Somebody get a screen capture of this. This is what I'm looking for right here.
This is it. My chair
well,
went down.
guys, it's been a fabulous show. I want to thank all of our crew here. Mike, Christina, who's in the booth? Digital surgeons in the booth. Juan
the cops are coming.
Oh, and Ron? Ron's in the booth streaming.
Cops are coming.
Juan somewhere. Cops are coming. Eric's in a little chair. Do we have a show next week?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I'm going to be down here in this little chair.
Matt Kloskowski called me with an idea for a show. I don't know if he's available next week because he's kind of busy, but it will break the internet.
Uh-oh.
And we'll mention the number one selling book. Number one selling gift of the holidays. Hey.
Going to be coming in hot.
I wonder how. No, seriously, Matt's got a topic. It will be the most controversial of the entire year, but it will be a killer grid episode.
All right.
So
we'll see if we can do it.
It will be eye-opening, shocking, funny.
All that stuff.
Hold on a second, Eric. Don't move. I'm going to lower my chair down.
Uh-oh.
Or she can't even tell I lowered my chair, but now we're both in baby chair.
Baby chair.
Baby chair.
Hi.
Thanks to all of our sponsors. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy shopping. From me and baby Eric.
All right.
Baby Kuna.
Goodbye.
Bye.